All right, y'all. Honey, when I tell you this situation with Big Tigger, it just keeps going and going. These women are crazy out here. Did you hear the latest? Honey, they got some more information about Big Tigger. I can't handle it anymore. You know, this girl came out trying to expose Big Tigger. Then I heard that, they are saying that she's a liar. You know, she does horrible stuff to her kids. And people are speaking out about her now, exposing her. And it's like, damn, who do you believe? Him and her? I don't know. But I came across this video. I think you guys will want to see this. I want you guys to check this out. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe here.
Lovelies, if you haven't been keeping up, our 90s BET Rhapsody icon, Big Tigger, has vanished from his Atlanta morning radio show, and the reason why is pure chaos. His wife, Alicia Brown, whom he kept so low-key that half the public didn't even know they were married until they had a baby in late 2024, went rogue on social media, where she posted a video of herself sobbing, looking completely bruised up, with a caption telling people to ask her husband what happened to her faith. Sheesh. I can't believe we actually lived to see Big Tigger be the villain, y'all. But hold on, it gets messier. Alicia also dropped a whole bomb, claiming she and Tigger are heading to divorce court because he's allegedly sleeping with his radio co-host, Francesca Miker. Oh, there's more, you guys, because there's a whole other twist to this. There's a daughter that has been missing since 2019, and allegedly, Alicia Brown is to blame, and Tigger is allegedly ready to expose the exact logistics, the timeline, and the hidden details of how that custody situation with Alicia's ex crossed the line into full-blown abduction. Baby, this is literally the messiest thing on the internet in a long time. And especially after what Alicia's ex, Darrell Williams, also exposed about Alicia, I'm not just shocked, child. I'm legit scared.
Foster care. So now, she's not deemed to be with mom. We have to investigate dad. So they take all allegations as if they were true until they're debunked. So they removed her from my care, debunked the allegations, and when it was time for her to be returned to my care...
Okay, y'all know that Big Tigger has had a squeaky clean, drama-free reputation for decades in this industry. So, when Alicia posted that crying video with a busted-up face, the math wasn't mathing for a lot of people, especially when people started digging into Alicia's past, and they found out it's a straight-up true crime documentary, because Alicia has some deeply troubling history. The thing is, back in 2014, she was dubbed the Casino Mom after getting arrested for leaving her then 5-year-old daughter, Aaliyah, trapped in a freezing car with no heat or food for 8 hours while she was inside gambling. Like, it was practically peak winter in Maryland, and the car had absolutely no heat running, no food, and no water. Fortunately, the police eventually found the 5-year-old freezing and crying hysterically inside the locked vehicle, while Alicia was inside gambling at a local casino. Like, she could literally have died. Jeez. Naturally, she lost custody. But here is the terrifying part. The second the father won full legal custody years later in May 2019, 10-year-old Aaliyah completely vanished, and the father and the police heavily suspect Alicia hid or kidnapped her, and Aaliyah hasn't been seen since. Because of this, instead of sympathizing with Alicia, guys are having a hard time believing her DV story, but it's not even about the alleged kidnapping alone. This woman also has a 17-year pattern of saying she's been roughed up, getting fake restraining orders, and using the social media attention to launch businesses. Apparently, she has a documented history of lying to the judicial system, and she allegedly uses these manufactured DV stories to secure frivolous restraining orders. And according to family friends of her ex, this was allegedly used to manipulate custody battles and retaliate against Aaliyah's father. And when I tell y'all that she goes all the way, child, it's honestly mental. I'm talking about fake Instagram pages to spread her story, running up the social media engagement metrics through the public sympathy, and then immediately pivoting to leverage that massive, fresh traffic to launch a new business venture. Actually, her ex and the missing daughter's father, Darrell, confirmed everything and claimed that he and Alicia met right after high school back in 2009, and within just 1 year, she allegedly began running a toxic DV playbook on him. He flat out stated that Alicia has a history of fabricating stories to the police to get the men in her life locked locked up, and he said that she did the exact same thing to him minus the internet attention because they didn't have money or fame back then. According to Darrell, she would run to the commissioner's office in Baltimore, write up a dramatic story, and because the system fast-tracks warrants for such situations, he would get automatically arrested. Apparently, Alicia put a warrant out on him 7 or 8 times over 7 years, and he even claims that one time she told police he roughed her up on the side of a highway, but he was actually blocks away at work on crutches, and he still went to jail. Luckily, he eventually got a 10-year sentence overturned because a jury realized Alicia was completely making it up. Darrell also talked about his missing daughter and said that when they were having a custody battle, Alicia allegedly threw insane, false allegations at him to CPS to the point where they had to place her under temporary foster care to investigate. Again, luckily, they completely cleared Darrell of all charges, and the exact moment the court ordered Aaliyah to be returned to his full custody, she completely vanished. Darrell also said that he believes Aaliyah is not missing in the traditional sense. He said that Alicia is a cybersecurity expert, and she possibly used her tech skills to give her a completely new identity and has been actively hiding her right under everyone's noses in Atlanta. Think about it. Alicia has been married to a man with one of the biggest syndicated radio platforms in the country. If her daughter was genuinely missing, why wouldn't you use your husband's massive platform to blast her face everywhere? Why hasn't she posted a single photo of her oldest daughter? So, because of this, while some people are saying we shouldn't discount her physical injuries just because of her past, some people think she's completely framing Tigger to ruin his reputation. I mean, if she allegedly did this to a regular guy 7 or 8 times just to control him, did she just pull the exact same stunt on a major celebrity like Big Tigger to completely ruin his career? She's already accused Tigger of roughing her up and cheating on her, even though Francesca denied the allegations, and the sister jumped into the comments to defend her, claiming Francesca is happily dating someone else, and that Alicia has just been acting completely unhinged ever since Francesca started working with Tigger. It also doesn't help that the very next day, Alicia shared videos to her stories, with the visible signs of injury no longer there, and she seemed to be in a more upbeat mood. It's unclear when the videos were shot, but she posted them the very next day. Baby girl, what's going on? Did that man lay his hands on you or not? Honey, people are still conflicted about whether or not Big Tigger put his hands on Alicia, or whether it's just another one of her lies. But what I cannot wrap my head around is whether he has been helping to hide the missing daughter. See, Darrell specifically told Tasha K that he tried to reach out to Big Tigger when Tigger announced a pregnancy in late 2024. Apparently, he didn't want to cause any martial drama, and he just wanted to say, hey, my daughter is missing. Do you know anything about this? But instead of answering, he said Tigger's team just blocked him and anyone else who brought up the daughter. Now, Darrell believes Tigger didn't do his research, let love blind him, and is now actively paying the price as the next body on Alicia's list. Chow, with everything that has come to light, you really have to stop and question what is actually going on inside Alicia's mind. To allegedly leave a freezing 5-year-old in a dark car for 8 hours while you gamble, or to systematically weaponize the police department to throw multiple men in jail over fabricated stories, that is not normal behavior. Is she a cold, calculating mastermind, or are we looking at someone who is genuinely, deeply unstable? Also, if Aaliyah is truly missing, the level of detachment it takes to allegedly erase your own daughter's identity and live out a completely fake reality on social media is honestly terrifying. Well, according to insiders, Tigger has finally realized that he married a woman who allegedly completely fabricates DV down to a science. According to sources close to the situation, Tigger is reportedly ready to burn it all down and drop the receipts on what really went down. Specifically, how Alicia allegedly masterminded the kidnapping of her own daughter. Tigger is reportedly terrified because he sees the writing on the wall, and he knows that if he doesn't expose the truth about Alicia's past, right now, he is going to end up exactly like Darrell. Insiders claim he is fully aware of the alleged playbook and realizes that if Alicia could successfully ghost the police, hide a daughter for 7 years and weaponized the court system to send her first baby daddy to jail 8 different times, she won't hesitate to run the exact same script on him. He knows that once the smoke clears from this current drama, his own baby could be next on her vanishing list, leaving him trapped in the exact same endless legal nightmare that Darrell has been fighting since 2019. Or maybe this is a genuine case, and he's actually been a monster to Alicia. I don't know, guys. I really don't know. Honestly speaking, my jaw is still on the floor because this whole situation is giving straight up investigation discovery meets Real Housewives, and it is as messy as it humanly gets. You literally cannot make this stuff up. I'm just wondering, could this actually be the one time Alicia is telling the absolute truth and she's being genuine? Or are we just watching front row seats to another highly orchestrated game from her alleged playbook? Only time and the receipts will tell. But honey, let me know whether